Hello guys, we're on the we're on episode 4. I hope you enjoyed the live stream and yeah.
It's getting late. Where to now? that all?
I've no interest in conflict.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
The truth of life is sanctuary is but a vision. Quick!
Let's make it quick.
Here! Honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Fighting is meaningless.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl! My turn!
I've no interest in conflict.
Time to twirl!
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
What was asking for trouble, huh? Was I seeing things? What was that? Was I seeing things? What was that? Think you could take on me?
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Quick!
Time to twirl!
Let's go.
Tough luck. Time to twirl! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move! Honored to meet...
Was I asking for trouble, huh? What was that?
looking at? Heh! You can't run! Time to twirl!
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl! You! Honored to meet me. Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Try that again!
I've no interest in conflict.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move! Time to twirl!
Yeah!
Tough luck running into me! What are you looking at? Heh!
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Time to twirl!
This is our chance.
You can't run! Try that again!
I've no interest in conflict.
Time to twirl!
This is our chance.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Rules are made to be broken.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
Ha! We need a strategy.
Move carefully.
You can't run! I won't break!
Just a scratch.
The truth of life and the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time to twirl! My turn! Here! Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move! Time to twirl! Honored to meet me. You can't run! Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! Try that again!
Let's go. Yeah!
Tough luck running into me! You! Heh! You're annoying!
Rules are made to be broken. Let's make it quick.
Time to twirl! Told you I could fight. Here! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move! What are you looking at?
Fighting is meaningless.
Try that again. You! Honored to meet me. You can't run!
Let's make it quick. Yeah.
My turn. Here! What are you looking at? Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Try that again.
Great. The more the better. Let's make it quick. Ha! Ha!
The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break! Fighting is me. The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Yeah.
Need a strategy.
Ha!
Move carefully.
Rules are made to be broken. Let's go. Ha!
Your hands.
Bully!
Yeah.
Got the defense?
Let me tend your wounds. Hi-ya!
I've no interest in conflict.
Test.
Keep at it.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken. Decisive strike! Let's go. Take this!
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking.
Looks like somebody needs a doctor. Hi-ya!
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. With the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Got the defense? Answer me. 0 points.
Rules are made to be broken.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Move carefully.
Free. Test.
It's more than that. Let's make it quick.
Answer me. 0 points.
The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Free. Essay knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Zero points.
Top what's in your prescription?
Rules are made to be broken.
I've no interest in combat. The truth of life in death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
You don't look so good.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Define inspiration? It's only several thousand ideas racing through my mind every minute.
It's getting late.
Hook? You.
This I really wasn't expecting.
So, the moles are a part of Wildfire.
Ah, that's right. It's me, Pitch Dark Hook the Great. What do you want?
Kiddo, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I will be your guide, friends, by order of Chief Ole. I gotta say I'm a little upset at the thought of you choosing a toddler over your old buddy Sampo.
All right, don't get started. But I want to ask you something. Everyone in Wildfire knows the location of Svarog's lair. Why do we need you as a guide?
My specialty's in the field, perhaps. Wildfire may know where the base is, but have they ever been inside?
You've been inside?
No, but I felt my way around the outside and picked up more than a few clues. I can help you. You have my word. Hey, what are you trying to say? Name me someone above or below ground that walks the talk like Sempo Koski. My legacy will prove that Sempo Koski was nothing but a willing and devoted servant of...
Oh, enough. Jeez, we believe you, okay? Show us the way already.
Great! Stay close.
Sampo, are we there yet?
Do you have to ask every other minute, Missy? 2 more steps, just 2 more steps, and you're there.
This is Svarog's lair? I thought it'd be cold and lifeless. Turns out it's pretty busy.
Many vagrants are staying here temporarily. Their homes were overrun by monsters.
Isn't it dangerous for them to make camp right under Svarog's metal nose?
No. Svarog may be ruthless, but he never attacks without reason. For those with no home, this is actually a safe place to be. If I hadn't moved away when I did, I'd probably be where they are right now.
What a heavy gate. Okay, watch this! Open sesame! Is that a secret code or something?
It's an imaginary password that children like to use. And I don't think it's going to be of much use.
I was just about to get into those before Miss March's colorful attempt. Luckily for us, I've already figured out the mechanism for this gate. They don't just let any Joe Schmo in and out of Boss Farog's territory. I mean, if you want to see the big cheese himself, you need certification.
Certification?
Correct. Only prospectors with the right certification can get in or out. These prospectors collect mechanical remnants from all over the underground and then bring them to Svarog for him to repair. Honestly, it's a very profitable little venture. If only I'd beaten them to it. They'd be calling me Sempo Bosky by now.
Time out. Where do we get this certification?
Oh, that's simple. You see the robots over by the Vagrants? They're all Svarog scouts. Every one of them is commanded to maintain order here. Apart from them keeping a watchful eye on these hooligans, another one of their duties is processing. Anyone who wants to become a prospector has to pass a test from these walk-in stoplights first. Not a clue. I never had the urge to go on a Svarog suicide mission before. You guys are the ones that want in. Why not go and ask the robots?
It feels like the people here are all under the supervision of robots. This would be unthinkable on the surface. Robots are merely tools in the overworld.
Don't take Svarog as an ordinary robot. He's, special. This has to be one of them, right?
It looks so lame.
Is it even awake in there? Maybe it's broken down. That scared me.
Protocol. Initiating. Scanning. Verifying. Certification failure. Subject has yet to obtain access permissions. Launching processing.
Huh? Are we starting now?
Launching stage 1 processing. Please listen to the following question. Who is the reigning champion of the Internal Combustion Engine Wrap Tournament?
Infernal construction what now? How would we know anything about that?
Sampo, do you know the answer?
Sempo Bosky always knows that... Wait, what did it say again?
Aren't you supposed to be dependable?
Well, I don't know everything. Sometimes you gotta ask around if you want to know the answer. Don't panic. Let's listen in to what the Vagrants are talking about. We might just hit the jackpot.
Please answer the following question. Who is the reigning champion of the Internal Combustion Engine Wrap Tournament? Incorrect answer. Certification result. Failure.
You know, friends, if you don't know the answer, you don't have to pretend you do. No one's gonna laugh at you.
Reassessing. Subject...
Combat module?
Wishful thinking. It's about to attack.
I've no interest in conflict.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move! Time to twirl!
The truth of life in the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Phew, that was scary. It just suddenly attacked.
This button says system reset. Let's give it a try.
System reset. Successful. certification sequence. Online, please extend your right hand.
My right hand? Here you go. Why is this part of the... hey, ow, ow, ow! So this is the certification mark?
Great. Only 2 more steps to go. Let's move.
Protocol. Initiating. Scanning. I'm so sick of repeating this.
Huh? What did this bucket of bolts just say?
Seems like this one's got a temper.
Let's get this over with. Did you get your first certification? If not, then you're wasting your time.
You mean this? Here, look.
Yeah, whatever. Here comes your question. Listen up. Riddle me this. A microcrystalline unit should be connected to which component? Wrong. Congratulations. Simple question. Terrible answer. It's back to school for you.
Can I smash this can opener already?
Ha! You wanna go? You caught me in a bad mood. Let's do this.
If we turn you into scrap metal, we still get our certification, right? Suits me. Time to twirl! Ha! Time to twirl!
Rules are made to be broken.
Wait, have mercy. I'm sorry. One certification coming right up.
Now we're talking.
Okay, please extend your right hand.
Huh? Me again? It hurts, you know. Ow.
There you are. Only one more to go.
Looks good.
Whatever the case, we'll need it to identify our certifications.
There's something wrong with this one.
Protocol. Initialization failure. Attempting system restoration.
Not encouraging.
System restoration failure. Core module damaged. External threat detected. Threat elimination activated. Initializing combat module.
Finally, no more racking our brains. This rust bucket's about to meet its maker.
Fighting is meaningless.
Time to twirl!
Tough luck running. Here!
Honored to meet me.
You can't run! Try that again.
Time to twirl!
The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Learned how to behave now?
Let me try and reset its system.
Certification system online. Please.
Why is it always me? How come it hurt even more than the other two? At least that's the final step. We can get in now, right? Svarog's certification system is no match for us.
This better work. Let's get back to the gate and give it a go.
See? Not so bad having Sampo on the team after all, huh? Right? Chief Oleg knew all along that I...
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'll commend you to the chief. No need to waste your time.
All right. Well, let me issue a warning now. Everything from here on out is uncharted territory. We must proceed with the utmost caution.
Now to set the record straight with Svarog. Let's get in there.
Dude, did anyone hear what I just said?
Gate? Oh, why is there another gate here?
It looks like this gate has a more complicated structure than the last one.
Sampo, what is this? Huh? Sampo? Oh, where is he?
Oh, where did he run off to? He was just here a second ago.
This isn't the first time.
It's that same type of robot again. Ugh, please don't tell me there's another round of processing.
Visitors for Svarog detected. Protocol initiating. Scanning. Verifying. Oh, good plan. Treat the robots like guard dogs. How is that gonna improve our chances? Certification failure. Subject has yet to obtain access permissions. Request rejected. Visitors must acquire access permissions from Miss Clara. Clara? Oh, the girl we saw in the Great Mine? We need to get permissions from her? What's she got to do with this? Family. Huh, weird.
Don't trouble yourself about it. We need to find her. I don't know if this will work, but it's worth a try. Where is Clara right now?
Obtaining audio data. Please wait.
The energy core's bearing component is broken. If we don't repair it soon, the settlement will be pitch black. Timmy, I'm going back to Rivet Town. Maybe I can recover some usable components. You need to guard the gate while I'm gone.
Recording recovery complete. Resuming execution of Clara's commands.
She went back? But we were just there. Sounds like we better head over again.
Wait, you guys went sightseeing in another town?
It wasn't as fun as you think.
Indeed. And that little girl heading into the Fragmentum all by herself. It doesn't bear thinking about. Her strength belies her appearance, but even so...
You don't look so tough yourself. Well, let's find her. Svarog's not going anywhere.
This is a big town. Where should we start?
Claire said she was going to find components, right? Let's start with Nat's storage room.
Isn't this the robot that was following Clara around?
These can openers all look the same. How can you tell them apart?
Shh. It's about to say something. Listen.
Initializing self-repair module. Initialization failure. Clara. In danger. Must protect.
In danger? What do you mean?
Workshop. Target must be eliminated.
Wait. Does it mean that a monster appeared over at the workshop? Clara, she...
Not good. She's in danger. Quick, let's head over to the workshop and check it out. I know the way. Just as we feared, there's something big over there. And there's Clara! We have to save her!
Let's go. No need to fear. We have the numerical advantage.
Move carefully.
Yeah. Rules are made to be broken.
My turn! Here! Try that again! Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move!
Too late to repent.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? This big
Diamond! It's all yours!
Fighting is...
Yeah!
Tough luck running into me! Honored to meet me.
The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let's make it.
My turn!
Are you okay, Clara? Are you hurt?
Thanks, everyone. I'm fine. Just a few scratches.
You shouldn't be running around by yourself. It's too dangerous. What are you looking for here?
There's a fault with one of the energy supply units at the base. If I don't repair it soon, everyone at the settlement will be affected. I knew there was a workshop in this town, so I wanted to try my luck here. I found all the components I need, but then I ran into a monster. You guys saved me. I'll tell Mr. Svarog about it.
We were planning on paying him a visit.
Huh? What do you need to see him for? I can pass him a message.
No. This time, we need to set things straight with him, face to face. Can you take us to meet him?
But Mr. Svarog doesn't like talking to others, especially Wildfire.
Don't I know it? But he's evaded communication with us for too long. This time, we have to see him.
I know you're working hard for the people down here, but Mr. Svarog doesn't trust human emotions. He only trusts his calculation results. So, I can't take you to see him. If Mr. Svarog and you had a fight, someone would get hurt for sure. Maybe even bystanders.
Listen, kid, you...
Clara, you said it yourself before, right? Svarog's duty is to protect the underworld and preserve the civilization here. We have the same wish. Why would he refuse to cooperate with us?
I know Mr. Svarog. He isn't affected by other people's wishes. He only follows logical judgments. Terrible things are happening on this world. Mr. Svarog thinks that the overworld will end soon.
What?
According to his calculation results, the strength of the Underworlders won't be enough to prevent the disaster. His plan is to keep the Underworlders away from the source of the disaster, so they can survive for longer.
Isn't that just putting us in a cage? It's ridiculous. What difference does it make if our death gets postponed a couple of days? How is that better than putting up a fight?
I'm always trying to convince Mr. Svarog. Please give me more time. If you don't mind, I still have important things to do. I'll go back now.
Clara!
It's no use, Zila. She's made up her mind. I could tell from her expression. We'll have to think of another way.
That's no ordinary kid. So young and yet so... stubborn? No. Intelligent?
She's incisive and determined. In sharp contrast to you, March.
Did you really have to add that last part?
It looks like we'll have to get past Clara if we want to speak to Svarog.
Then good luck persuading that mass of metal.
Clara mentioned Svarog's calculation results many times. The strength of the Underworlders won't be enough to prevent the disaster. Those were her exact words. For me, that's our starting point.
So, you think Svarog's logic has a hole in it?
No. His calculation is correct. At its current strength, it is highly unlikely that Wildfire would be able to resolve the problems stemming from the Stellaron. However, that calculation didn't take the present situation into account. there's a new variable yet to be added to the equation. Precisely. If we can make Svarog believe in us, we can almost certainly overturn the result of his calculation, and we'll be one step closer to peace talks.
But how can we get him to do that? Showing him some of our photos wouldn't cut it, right?
There's always a way. But first, we have to convince Clara. I assume she must be on her way back to the robot settlement. Let's catch up with her.
She turned that way, quick! Huh? Where'd she go? We just saw her go this way. We'll just have to head straight and keep looking.
I've no interest in
Time to twirl! Let's make it quick. Ha! Time to twirl! Hey! Time to twirl!
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
Fighting is meaningless.
Time to twirl!
Here!
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Why won't it? I can't figure it out. Oh, it's you. You came with me after all. You keep saying that, but...
Are you repairing this installation, Clara? Hit a snag?
Huh? How did you know?
The dimensions and wear of these two roller components look very different from the rest of the unit. You must have only just replaced them. You replaced the damaged components, but the unit isn't starting up as normal. That's what you're trying to figure out, right?
Yeah, I fixed a lot of things before, but I never had to repair one as complicated as this.
Why isn't Svarog helping you?
I don't want to disturb him. This installation was accidentally damaged by two of the vagrants. If Mr. Svarog finds out, they'll get in big trouble.
You know, Clara, if you're too kind, people can take advantage of you.
I think I found the source of the problem. You replaced the rollers, but the bearing is causing a jam. And there's a misalignment. You two, give me a hand. We should be able to fix it between us.
More fixing? I'm getting good at this.
Can we really fix this?
Relax, we got this. Right, Don Hung?
Less asking, more helping.
No match for me.
Whoa, it lit up. Thanks, guys.
No need. We hardly lifted a finger. So, the settlement's energy supply problem is solved for the time being?
Yes. The people on the outskirts don't need to worry about heat or light now. I understand. You helped a lot of injured people in the mine, and you risked going into the town for supplies. You're good people. If there's any other way I can help you, I'll do my best. But this...
How are we gonna convince her? The present situation is... we're here! This planet isn't doomed after all! Clara, you're observant, right? Take a look at us. Do we look like Underworlders?
Well... You do look very different from other people.
Right! That's because we're not from here. We've never been a factor in Svarog's calculations. And if those calculations are based solely on the strength of the Underworlders, then the results don't apply to the present situation.
When did Svarog start doing his calculations, Clara?
It was... a long time ago. The same time the Underworld was sealed off, I think.
Circumstances have changed since then. There's a Silvermane guard down here now. Is that part of Svarog's calculation? Not to mention we're... There's just no way that Svarog's calculations would have included variables like us, you know?
Different planet? Don't treat me like a child. Those are just made-up stories that grown-ups like to tell. I don't...
Hey, she and March aren't lying, Clara. I believe them.
Branya, do you really?
I know how you feel, Clara. You want new hope for the underground, but you don't want anyone to get hurt in the process, right? I also have doubts, but my gut tells me that March, Dan Hung, and she, they are the new hope this world has been waiting for. Let them meet Svarog, and let's see if his calculation result is any different. For you, for him, there's no harm in trying, right?
Okay, I'll take you to see Mr. Svarog.
Really? Awesome!
I understand now. Trying to change Mr. Svarog's mind on my own would take forever. Even if I kept trying until I was all grown up, I don't think I could do it. And all the while, people would be getting sick, losing their homes, and fighting. Just like in the mine. I don't want that to happen. If you guys really believe that you can convince Mr. Svarog, then I need to be brave too. Everyone, follow me.
Franya, I didn't know you'd stick up for us like that back there. Well said.
It was nothing, I just said what I truly felt.
I'm back, Timmy.
Welcome back, Miss Clara.
Timmy, open the gate, please. I want to see Mr. Svarog.
Outsiders detected. Do you wish to permit access?
It's okay. They're all my guests.
Command received. Access restriction terminal unlocked. Welcome back, Miss Clara and guests.
If you can, please try not to upset Mr. Svarog.
It's okay, Clara. We're here to reason with him.
I'll leave negotiations to you guys. They're not my strong point.
Negotiating with robots. I can't say I've tried it before.
Are you ready?
I'm back, Mr. Svarog.
I see that the energy supply system is back online. Thank you, Clara. But Why have you brought them?
Mr. Svarog, they want to talk to you about going to the surface.
Analyzing. Analysis result. Target does not belong to Wildfire. Background unknown. Classification unknown. You have arrived on Clara's recommendation. I will give you an opportunity to speak.
Oh, hey, sounds like he's willing to communicate. Quick, time to smooth talk him.
An inadequate pretext. You are not from the underground. You have no right to represent underworld humanity. Proceed with your central point. Do not waste this world's valuable time.
He cut you off completely. This guy.
Stay focused. Remember, we have to make him see that we're a variable in the calculation.
Stellaron. Searching database. Access denied. Discussing Stellaron with unauthorized targets. Prohibited. You are broaching a secret that lies at the heart of this world. A secret that should remain unknown to humanity. Reassessing targets. Threat index raised.
As expected. He knows of the Stellaron, but it's a restricted topic.
We've come this far. Out with it already. Just be straight with him. Everything depends on it.
Historical records state that humanity has already made multiple efforts to engage with the Stellaron. Without exception, these efforts have been motivated by human greed, attempts to secure the article for a selfish end. As instructed by the architects, any attempt to engage with the Stellaron will result in grave consequences. Reassessing. Target threat index critical.
What should we do? This is going from bad to worse.
There is no evidence to suggest you are an exception. Calculation result remains unchanged. Peacekeeping protocol temporarily disengaged. Requesting extermination protocol launch.
Extermination? In the literal sense?
Peace talks are over. March. Prepare for combat.
Mr. Svarog, please don't.
Leave, Clara.
Clara, it's dangerous here. Find somewhere to hide.
Looks like we have to take action after all.
Prototype number 3. Monitoring automaton Svarog. Extermination protocol launch. Successful. Annihilation permitted. Purge initiated. Calculating result.
Move carefully. The time is now.
Batter up! Rules are made to be broken.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
Executing annihilation.
The truth of life and death with this sanctuary is but a vision.
Executing operation.
I'm breaking! You can't run! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Let's make it quick.
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose?
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big?
can you put up your best fight without a doctor on the battlefield? All of you, stay focused. I'm right behind you.
Nat, how did you...
Guess you guys had a bad talk, huh? Luckily, Sampo's got your back.
Sampo! I knew you'd be involved somehow.
Base breached. Armed wildfire personnel detected. As all subjects are high-risk individuals. Commencing complete annihilation.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Purge initiated.
Rules are made to be broken.
Decisive strike!
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours!
Calculating result.
Move carefully. The time is now.
Let's go.
You must be honored to meet me. This is gonna hurt. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Push forward. Analysis complete.
Go away! Try that again.
High-risk individual.
Let's make it quick.
Executing annihilation. Executing operation.
Time to twirl!
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
What are you looking at?
Let's go.
With me out here, how can we lose? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Calculating result.
You can't run!
Value exceeds threshold.
Try that again! Time to twirl!
Rules are made to be broken.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? Oh, it's all yours!
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Let's make it quick.
Batter up!
This is gonna hurt!
Purge initiated.
Ah,
Executing operation.
go away!
The time is now.
My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present!
Reinforcing. Analysis complete.
You can't run! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
The truth of life and death, with this sanctuary, is but a vision.
to meet me.
You have the worst luck running into me. With me out here, how can we lose?
Let's go.
Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond this big? It's all yours!
Please don't hurt Mr. Svarog!
Clara. You.
Mr. Svarog can't fight anymore. Please. Please don't hurt him.
Claire. Ra.
Mr. Svarog, don't push yourself any further. Can you tell them what you know? Mr. Svarog, you said you were willing to make all my wishes come true, right? My biggest wish right now is for everyone to work together. Like family. Recently, I learned something new. Calculation results can't always bring people happiness, even if the world outside the cage isn't beautiful. People still want to know what it's like.
Assessment system reset. Successful. Processing variables. Variable 1. Clara's request. Variable 2. Outsider's intentions. Updated assessment result. Transference of decision-making authority to outsiders. Outsiders are granted access to Stellaron intelligence.
So we did it?
Clara seems like the only one who can break through Svarog's cold logic. It's a good thing she was here. I hope his memory bank really does contain data on the Stellaron.
Is this it, Nat? Us? Wildfire? The underworld? Did we win?
No, Zila. Our battle, their battle, it's just beginning.
Finally. We finally made it to this point.
What's up? Nervous?
No. But I do have an aching feeling in my chest. I'm ready. Reveal the truth. I'm listening.
I have finished collating the Stellaron data and records. Do you wish to proceed, outsider? Requesting database materials cache, serial number 13175. Encryption level, highest. Request approved. Transmission.
This is the fruit of many years of research, Madam Guardian. The evidence is irrefutable. This so-called Stellaron is the source of all the destruction.
The people will struggle to accept this conclusion, Doctor. If we were to tell them that the almighty Elisa Rand activated this thing and triggered the eternal freeze.
It's the truth, madam. The truth won't change with the opinions of the people. The reports before you are the precious result of painstaking effort on the part of Belobog's greatest scholars. You must trust the weight of its conclusion.
I have never doubted you, Doctor. On the contrary, I am resolute in the face of this conclusion. From from the moment I took up this mantle. That voice, their voice, has made its home in my mind. I cannot shake them. I shouldn't be telling you this. Let's return to your research, Doctor. I'm afraid I cannot make these reports known to the public, unless...
Unless what? Please, proceed, madam.
Unless you have found a way to completely destroy the Stellaron.
I understand. In the name of preservation, I will fulfill this mission.
Cache number 13175. Transmission complete. Next transmission. Cache number 24830.
I don't understand, Doctor. Why do we have to hide such valuable research results away? They're the work of a lifetime.
You're still young, child. There will come a day, when you do understand. This Supreme Guardian, she sees further than you or I. All the decisions are for the security of Belobog.
I just think it's a shame. Our research has hit an obstacle. Meanwhile, your results will be buried in the snow.
Don't be upset, child. You still have lots of time ahead of you. When you find a way to destroy the Stellaron, our efforts will have been worth it.
Cache number 24830. Transmission complete. Next transmission. Cache number 57614.
Why is there a robot here?
During his life, this was Dr. Mearsheimer's personal robot bodyguard. I heard it's a prototype from the Great War. Since the doctor and his assistants passed away, it's remained here. It hasn't moved an inch.
Oh, I see. Let's start. We must unearth the doctor's research conclusions. All of them.
Madam Guardian, I've found them. All the documents are here.
Good. That'll do.
Madam Guardian, what should we do with the robot?
It would seem a great waste to destroy it. Find someone to reset its system, and then arrange for it to be sent to the underworld. I hear that the development group is in need of a robot with defense capabilities.
Yes, madam.
I'm sorry, Doctor. But these results must be taken care of by the architects. One day, somebody will be able to carry out your behest.
Cache number 57614. Transmission complete. Concluding data transmission.
So, the truth is clear now, right?
And it would appear that they never succeeded. Now only one question remains. Why would Cocolia exhibit such a sudden change in her attitude towards us?
Branya? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I feel a little faint.
Why?
Why, Mother? Maybe she wasn't aware. Maybe she...
I'm sorry. It's no use lying to yourself, Branya. It's time for you to make a decision.
Hey, can I have a word with you? I know that we'll need time to process this new information, but we have to decide on our next plan as soon as possible.
At daybreak, the Guardian shall be a glittering star, illuminating the people's path. At nightfall, the Guardian shall be a flickering flame, comforting the people's soul. Ah, so many years. Have I been following lies this whole time?
Hey, maybe you should find someone to talk to. Don't let it get you down. You can share your feelings with others, you know? Do you think keeping it all to yourself is doing you any good? You let that status of yours go to your head, huh? Afraid to show weakness? That's why this isn't the overworld. I don't do envy and etiquette down here. Whatever's on your mind, you can say it.
I just want to be clear in myself first. These fragments of history, the teachings I studied, it's all muddled together in my mind. I don't know what I should believe.
No, you just have to be clear on what you should do. You've spent long enough living in lies, Branya. This is your chance to break out of the cage.
How's it going, partner? Is that feeling in your chest the thrill of victory, or just the joy of making it out alive? I know your heart is bursting with gratitude, but there's no need to thank me. We have what I'd like to call a fiscal friendship. If the money's right, not a problem in sight. Ha! I knew that you'd get yourselves into trouble eventually, so I got Oleg to send relief in advance. Pretty sensible, right? My assignment was simply to take you to Svarog's lair. I got the payment and delivered the goods. I wasn't obligated to tell you about my dinner plans. But I threw in something extra regardless. I only did that because we're friends, or I would have charged extra. Here's a slice of life experience for you. Resourceful businessmen never get into risky trading without a plan B. And a plan B for their plan B. Plan C, we call that. Hey now, you got me all wrong. I just enjoy watching people fight, that's all. Fierce words, fists flying. What's not to like? Easy there. Don't get mushy on me now. We professional types don't have time for thank yous. It's business. Feelings don't come into it. Ha ha ha! You see? Gotcha! Seriously though, Sampo will always be happy to assist you.
Mr. Svarog, are you okay? Let me repair your language module first.
Assessing. Language module operating as normal. Thank you, Clara.
Did your memory module get damaged? Maybe I can fix that too.
Retrieving memory module. Architect machine error records, intact. War of Defense combat data, intact. Geomero development group error records, intact. Record of Clara's crafting of miniature magnetic drill rigs, intact.
So your memory module is okay?
I have made a backup of all records pertaining to you, Clara. Do not worry.
Even the one about sleeping in?
There are multiple backups. I can recover them at any time.
Mr. Svarog, can I delete some of them?
I cannot grant this request. Records pertaining to you constitute important data, Clara. They must remain intact. They are memories of family.
I understand. Mr. Svarog, I still want to help you check a few other modules. Turn around a little.
The furnace core. The path to the surface is close at hand now. Thank you. What you've done has brought new hope to the underworld. Now, we have to wait and see. But maybe this will lead to a new lease on life. Well, you should really be thanking Sampo. If it weren't for his intel, we wouldn't have made it in time. As Wildfire's leader, I couldn't simply look on while you fought on our behalf. We had to come help.
Huh? Huh? So you're the real chief? What about Oleg?
Oleg has always acted on my behalf. He helps me deal with all manner of problems in the underworld. Thanks to him, I'm able to make time for the people. I do my best to make sure that they have everything they need. At the same time, I was formulating a plan to deal with Svarog. Your arrival unraveled that carefully crafted yet rudimentary plan. And for that, you have my utmost thanks. When the underworld recovers its freedom, the people will indeed extol you as heroes. However, even though Svarog is no longer sealing off the furnace core, there's no way that we undergrounders could go pouring onto the surface. That cold-blooded Supreme Guardian has used lies and tricks to keep the surface separated from the underground. If she detects any change in the underworld, I don't know what she might resort to. As for Wildfire, we need more time to build up our strength. No, but we need to wait for the opportune moment. In the meantime, I'm sending someone I trust to go with you.
Zila.
Didn't she tell you? In private, she insisted on accompanying you. Don't let her carefree nature fool you. She's actually very discerning and can read a situation like no one else. Zila is a talented scout and a quick thinker. She takes decisive action. She'll definitely be able to help you. Not to mention, you also have Branya now. It seems like the intel we got from Svarog caused her a significant shock. But with Zila by her side, I know she'll recover. Hey, when's the last time you got some rest? I heard that you've been on your feet looking for Svarog since Rivet Town. Health is everything. You won't be much use if you neglect yours. Let Wildfire take care of the furnace core for now. You head back and recuperate. If you're lucky, perhaps tomorrow you can return to the overworld.
Choice isn't as elusive as it may appear.
Equilibrium. The universe. The arbiters of the equilibrium are giving you a trial. For the equilibrium of all worlds, you must demonstrate your strength. The strong will be given greater opportunities. The weak, a chance to breathe. Passing the trial will prove that your strength has shaken the scales of power. Worlds will change, and thus, equilibrium. You will encounter stronger enemies, harder puzzles, and greater rewards. After equilibrium.
Well, now that we're done with that whole situation in the underworld, we can finally look for the Stellaron. But thinking about it, I feel a bit bad about Clara. We promised her that our talks with Svarog would go peacefully.
You tried your best. Don't blame yourself. I should have considered such a situation in advance. And it was Svarog who attacked first. We didn't have any other choice.
I didn't mean for you guys to start beating yourselves up over it. Look on the bright side. Things turned out alright, didn't they? Now everyone knows that the real problem here is the Stellaron, and they're willing to help us out. All in all, the mission is going super smoothly.
But we still have a lot left to figure out. For instance... Exactly. There must be a reason for this sudden change in her attitude. And we still don't have the coordinates and location of the Stellaron. We still haven't put all of the pieces together. Dreams?
Oh, I remember you mentioned something about strange dreams before.
All three dreams were the same, with Cocolia and that other voice.
It would be weird to call it a coincidence.
I'm wondering if these dreams aren't just random, if there is some meaning behind them. Maybe you're having them because...
Because of the Stellaron inside her?
That's my hunch, but I have no proof.
Well, then that's as good as nothing for now. So, what should we do when we get back above ground? After all this talk, we're still back at square one.
We solve a puzzle one piece at a time. Let's get some rest. We'll talk to Wildfire tomorrow and get to the bottom of this. Also, there's still one more key character we haven't talked to yet. Her connection to Cocolia may be the key to cracking this mystery.
You're back! I've heard from Wildfire that you helped resolve that whole situation with Svarog. Amazing. It must have been exhausting. Please have some food and get a good night's rest.
Over there. See that? That used to be the worst street in Rivet Town, and it's also where I grew up. My friends and I used to wander those streets, thinking about where to find our next meal. That is, until Chief Oleg got me out and took me to the orphanage. There, I learned to read and write from Natasha. At the age of 10, I started to patrol the mines with Oleg, occasionally getting into fights with the local thugs.
That sounds nice.
Nice? You being sarcastic with me?
Oh, no, sorry. Life in the underworld is difficult. I shouldn't be speaking about it so lightly.
You're always so serious. It really gets on people's nerves sometimes, you know?
Right. What I meant was... I kind of envy you, Zila. For as long as I can remember, my days have been an endless cycle of studying, etiquette lessons, and training. Every day, all I hear is, "Remember who you are, Bronya. This is against the Architect's admonishments, Bronya. Ladies shouldn't use such foul language, Bronya." Some may envy this kind of life, but I have felt trapped. When every choice and every goal has already been made for you. You probably can't imagine how that feels.
No, I can't. But more importantly, what kind of foul language were you using?
In the name of the architects, I shall stick this spear into your nostril.
That's it? Oh, that's nothing. Looks like I'll have to teach you some underworld slang before you go back.
No, that won't be necessary.
It'll be better than poking people's nostrils, at least. I never thought that I'd be here having a heart-to-heart with the future Guardian. As a kid, I didn't meet many people who lived in the overworld. I only heard stories from the grown-ups and figured you were all just a bunch of cold snobs.
I've heard from some Silvermane veterans that before the orders were made to seal off the underworld from the overworld, there was no difference between the two places. Everybody ate the same food, chatted about the same topics, celebrated the same festivals. Even though times are different now, things like the joys and sorrows of life, the ties between people, these precious things must certainly still connect us all. If there is a way to bridge the gap between the two worlds, we can definitely go back to the time when you and I were not divided, when we could stand side by side against the Eternal Freeze and the Fragmentum.
I'm not like you. I don't have that many grand plans for the future. But if that's the future you want, I'm willing to build this bridge with you.
Thank you, Zila. Your trust is very important to me.
Speaking of which, what are you going to do next? What Svarog revealed must have made quite an impact, huh?
Yes. I thought I was prepared for anything, but as long as I am the Guardian's successor, those truths will come out sooner or later. But why does my mother hide it from me, and why does she want me to hunt down the outsiders who know about the nature of the Stellaron? It doesn't make sense. I thought it over. There's only one thing I can do. Go ask her directly.
Hold on. You're not really going, are you? Alone? You can't. This plan is...
I've already thought it through, Zila. I am Madame Cocolia's daughter. That will never change. Be it my duties as her heir or as a Silvermane guard. I must face my problems head on. Even if...
Bronya.
This is for you, Zila. Please help me pass it on to the outsiders. If I am unable to see you again, they'll know what to do.
Okay, I understand. You've made up your mind, and there's nothing I can say that will change it. But remember this. If you run into trouble, I will come to save you, no matter what.
Then I'll be waiting for you. So, did you come to this spot when you were a child?
Of course. I just didn't appreciate how nice it was at the time. Very nice.
That was a good sleep. I should go meet up with March and Danhong.
Took you long enough, sleepyhead. We've been waiting all day. I've noticed that our sleep routines don't match up. You either keep getting up in the middle of the night or snoozing away until the day's almost out. Unacceptable. You gotta work on your teamwork.
Did you have a dream again last night?
Huh, that's weird. I bet the conductor won, right?
Well then, Let's go find Wildfire to discuss her next move and see.
Let's go! I can't wait to finally get back above ground!
Oh, look who's here.
It's the Bane of Svarog, the big hero of the underworld. And the other big heroes, Dan Hung and March 7.
Were those lines rehearsed?
Where's Natasha? Is she here?
She has a bunch of other things to attend to, so I hope you don't mind talking to this old man instead. I speak on behalf of Natasha. By the way, sorry for keeping that whole thing about her being the actual leader of Wildfire a secret. I'm glad you don't mind. Natasha is always cautious, but she has no ill intent, as you surely have noticed. She told me to make sure you return to the overworld safely. I gave it some thought, and I think the safest way is to ask this fella for help.
I brought you down. I can take you back up. Free of charge. Satisfaction guaranteed.
There's no need to knock us out this time, right?
Of course not. This time, we'll go back through the furnace core. Well, for my sparkling companionship, of course. I jest. The path has been blocked for over 10 years, and very few know how to get through. That's where I come in.
Ugh, enough chatter. Just be a good guide.
Hold on. What about Bronya? Why isn't she here?
She already went back. As you know, she has some things to settle with the Supreme Guardian.
What? She just ditched us and went back? How could you let her?
Exactly. She has a lot of responsibilities. I don't completely understand, but I trust that she's trying to solve the problem. Oh, right. Bronya told me to give you this.
She left us a letter. Could this be one of those open in case of emergency letters? I've never gotten one of those before. Should we wait until we run into something dangerous?
Stop overthinking and just open it.
Brother and sister Landau. I know the brother must refer to Japard, but who could the sister be? Oh, Serval! So she's Japard's older sister. Blonde, tall, good-looking. Those Landau genes sure are something else.
Sampo, do you know the Landau siblings?
Landau? Yeah, we're all friends. I've mostly dealt with the younger brother in the past, but the sister? She's much scarier. Today's supposed to be a day of celebration, so let's not talk about it right now. We can set out at any time. Just come find me when you're ready.
Honorary member of the Moles, listen up. Thank you for helping Hook find the detector. But now, Hook needs to ask you another favor. I haven't even mentioned what this is about, but that's the spirit. You truly are an honorary member of the Moles. Hook and Daddy's birthday is approaching. Every year at this time, we exchange gifts and celebrate our birthday together. Yeah? What's the problem? Daddy's job has been more difficult since moving to Boulder Town. He gets home really late every day. I don't want to use his hard-earned money to buy a gift. Hey, are you patronizing me? Actually, I still have some valuable treasure of my own in Rivet Town. It's a shame I left it there. If I go bring it back and sell it for a decent price, I can buy a gift for Daddy without begging anyone for money. I know that Rivet Town is super dangerous right now. That's why I'd like to enlist you as my bodyguard. That way, even if the old witch finds out later, I won't be the only one getting a scolding. Then it's settled! Let's meet in Rivet Town. I'll be waiting for you in a safe spot. You're not allowed to not come. What took you so long? Hook's been waiting here for ages. Well, it wasn't actually that long. As long as you're here now, it's fine. I got some good news and some bad news. Which do you want to hear first? I told the rest of the moles about the plan, and Julian asked me to get some treasure for him. If we don't help him, he'll tell the old witch where we've gone. The good news is that he's willing to contribute to our adventure. Look, he gave me this gardening shovel. Well, Julian has been a huge help to me. Consider this returning a favor. Well, the treasure won't grow legs and find us, will it? Come on, let's go.
Step aside. The truth of life in this sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time to twirl! Yeah. Time to twirl! Tough luck running into me!
Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl!
Let's go.
Yeah! Time to twirl! Here! Honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Too late to repent.
Let's make it quick.
My turn! Phew!
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. This sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Time to twirl! Yeah! Tough luck running into me! Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Julian's adoptive parents used to own a business in this area. When we were all forced to leave the town, there were lots of things they didn't have time to take with them, so... Shouldn't be too hard to locate his treasure. Let's start by looking over there. Ah, we found Julian's treasure! No, not the key. These glass marbles. Oh, look at all the different colors. Bet it wasn't easy collecting all these. What? You don't know? Have you never played marbles before? Oh, by the way, what does this key open? Oh, maybe Julian knows. What's that look on your face? Oh, I get it. You don't think this jar of glass marbles is worth anything, right? Let me tell you something. This jar of marbles means a lot to the moles. Julian used it to help the moles overcome a super huge crisis for which he was promoted to second in command. Of course it wasn't that, but his accomplishments are nothing to be scoffed at. In the past, the kids in town were arch rivals to us at the orphanage. Those kids used to bully us, relying on the pocket money that their parents gave them. One time, they sent us a formal declaration of war, challenging the moles to a marbles competition. We were all well aware that we didn't stand a chance. We at the orphanage only had some old glass marbles we scavenged from the side of the road, which are no match for those rich kids' marbles. Nonetheless, Julian bravely accepted the challenge and triumphantly returned with a pile of colorful glass marbles he won. It was incredible. Yep. So, now you know why he wanted us to find this treasure. All right, enough chit-chat. Next, we need to find my treasure. Time to get to work. Hook's treasure is hidden below the orphanage near the mine's entrance. This doesn't feel like the Rivet Town I remember. Do you think the orphanage is like this now, too? This place is nothing like it was before I left. Boxes and minecarts are all over the street. What a mess. Oh, did someone move my treasure too? I used to keep it in the mining team's junk pile. Behind the corner, there were heaps of geomarrow and boxes. Hopefully it hasn't been taken. Well, that's all I can recall. But don't worry, I'll look with you. I may even find it before you. Look, it's in this box. This miniature drill rig was given to me by a guy from Daddy's mining team as a birthday present. I'm going to turn it on. Look, just don't talk to me right now. I need to calm down. I said don't talk to me right now. I need time to think. Honorary member, I wonder, how much do you think Julian's glass marbles would sell for? I wasn't actually planning on selling these marbles, but Julian gets his treasure and I get nothing. What a lousy bargain. That might work. But it'll be pretty expensive to fix, right? Not possible. Daddy said that guy went missing one day and he never saw him again. Maybe he went someplace far away. I have no idea when he'll come back, so that definitely won't work. Oh, wait a second! I hid another treasure at the orphanage! I don't want to sell it, but if I want to buy Daddy a gift, I don't have any other choice. Honorary member, please, please help me look for it. Just one more time. Ah, yay! Let's go! Why are there so many monsters here? We need to deal with them first.
Too late to repent.
Time to twirl! Let's make it quick. Yeah. Time to twirl!
Fighting is me.
Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl! Wait! Let me take a look at my notes. I marked the location where I stashed the treasure. It's a reward from the old witch. You'll know what it is after I dig it up. Go down the stairs on the left, then walk 10 paces forward. Turn right, walk another 15 paces, spin around 10 times, then keep walking forward. Oh no! I'm doomed! The second half of my notes are completely ruined! Oh, what kind of lame treasure map would it be if it only had 1 or 2 steps? Without the second half of my notes, how will I ever find the treasure? Really? Quick, let me see!
Let's use the home use object finder to help Hook search.
Beep, beep, beep! Finding the home use object finder at your service. Please say the target object you want to search for.
Oh, wow! This little thing, it can talk?
Wow, you can talk as well, little thing.
Huh, aren't you sassy? But if you can help me find my treasure, I'll let it slide. What's this? Oh, looks Looks like something is written on it. For Julian, 50 years in the future. Whatever. Since we've already dug it up, let's open it. I guess you're right. We should wait 50 years before opening it. Let's take it back to Julian along with the glass marbles.
Beep, beep, beep. Interastral Peace Appliances, your most trustworthy companion.
Here it is! My teddy bear! The old witch gave it to me as a gift. Yes, he's called Junjun. Whoa, Junjun. How did you get covered in dirt? And why do you have so many loose threads? If we don't get you cleaned up, no one will buy you. The old witch said that Junjun isn't just any old teddy bear. He'll be worth a lot of money once he's cleaned up. There's no other way. I haven't learned to sew yet. I'll have to ask the old witch for help. If she finds out I went somewhere I shouldn't have gone, Hook will get lectured all over again. But so what if the old witch yells at me? Hook still has to prepare the gift for Daddy. We found the treasure. Let's split. The monsters here give Hook goosebumps. Ooh, too scary. I'm warning you. Don't you dare tell the old witch about Hook's plan to sell the treasure.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Hook? What are you...
Natasha? Junjun's in bad shape. Can you help me fix him?
I remember giving you Junjun. I haven't seen this fella in years. Where did you find him?
The wind brought him back to me.
Be honest with me, Hook.
Big sister helped me find him in the Rivet Town orphanage.
You had her take you to the Fragmentum just for this teddy bear? Hook, how many times have I told you?
Natasha, please. Please help me fix Junjun. I'll clean the clinic for you for a whole month.
You say that every time, and then...
Great, see you soon. Big sister, I'll leave Junjun with you.
What am I going to do with that girl? You shouldn't indulge her, outsider. I know it's difficult to tell Hook no, but sometimes it just has to be done. Junjun. So she gave her bear a name, huh? Yeah, I've lost count of all the dolls I've made. Still, Hook clearly likes this one a lot. It was an award I used to give the kids in Rivet Town for good behavior. Can you imagine what an orphanage is like with so many difficult children? I had to come up with a solution to get them to behave. Hook pretended to be well-behaved for a month in order to get Junjun. She ate on time, slept on time, even stopped fighting with the other kids. Of course, as soon as she got her award, she went straight back to her old self. Hook has an uncanny ability to rally people to her cause, both adults and children. It's a skill, all right. And forcing her to be well-behaved puts a lid on it. Well, this teddy bear has sure been through the wars. Don't worry, I'll help Hook repair Junjun. But I'll need to find some stuffing. Wait, look at the eyes. They must be... Erebus? Huh. Strange, I didn't notice when I sewed them on. I'm no appraiser, but these two gems look to be high quality. Well, our war-torn bear here just became a priceless doll. Not bad, Junjun.
Did the old witch yell at you? But you were only there to help Hook. I'm sorry, honorary member. never mind that. You didn't tell her what I was really up to, did you? Great. Your loyalty as an honorary member of the Moles is acknowledged. Anyway, why are you still standing here, silly? Do you have something to report to the boss of the Moles? Gems? Does that mean he's worth a lot of money? Well, of course I'll sell him. If the gems are expensive, Hook can buy a better birthday gift for Daddy. Anyhow, this is super useful intel. If you've been with the Moles a bit longer, I'd be promoting you to third in command right now. I'll need your help again after Natasha fixes June. Always be prepared to answer the call of Pitch Dark Hook the Great.
So strange. Seems like Asta and Arlen are in trouble. It's getting late. Where to now?
The truth of life. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break! Fighting is meaningless.
Tryhards, watch this awesome move! Time to twirl!
This is our chance.
Friend, you don't gotta take it.
I've no interest.
Let's make it quick.
Time to twirl! Told ya I... What are you looking...
choice isn't as elusive as it may appear. It's getting late.
Hey, you!
My friend!
Are you hurt? Let me take a look. You came at a good time. There is something you can help me with. According to my patient records, there are a few that haven't come for their follow-up visits. It happens from time to time, but never as regularly as this. I'm a bit concerned. Have you heard of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society? Generally speaking, mutual aid societies like these allow patients to share their experiences and support each other. It's a way of countering all the negative emotional effects of being ill. But there might be more to this society than that. I've got a few patients who have started refusing treatment since joining the society. It certainly makes you wonder. And the most suspicious part is that no matter how much I ask, no one's ever willing to tell me anything about it. And that's where you might be able to help. It sounds dangerous, but what I want you to do is actually very simple. Investigate this so-called mutual aid society and find out what exactly they're up to. If I find out they're preventing me from doing my job, or if they're bringing harm to my patients, I won't just sit on the sidelines. Can I entrust you with this task? This little clinic has huge numbers of patients to deal with every day. If I didn't have you here to help me out, I wouldn't be able to focus on giving them quality care. Good luck. I'll be sure to thank you properly when you're back.
You. I've seen you in the clinic. You run errands for Natasha, right? Your cover? What are you talking about? Let me guess. Natasha wants you to persuade me to go back for a follow-up visit, right? What's the use? I'm terminal. Life will be over before I know it. Of course not. I read it in a book. Every book I read has descriptions that match my symptoms exactly. I can diagnose myself with a dozen incurable diseases before I get halfway through. For people in my situation, a follow-up visit is just a waste of time and money. Not to mention medicine. What else is there to say? Natasha was seeing me free of charge. She said I could keep a tab running for as long as I liked, then pay it back when I had the opportunity. I guess I'm too proud. You think I need you to tell me? Don't try and persuade me. I've already thought this through. Dr. Vash never charged me anything either. Natasha's great, but Vash was always my number one. Natasha's brother? They both used to practice medicine back in Rivettown. I heard he was a top student from the Overworld Medical Academy. Belobog's main hospital wanted him. I've no idea what convinced him to set up down here. A kind heart, maybe. What do you mean? Dr. Vash was a people's doctor. He handed out free medicine. He even followed up with detailed questions on how he felt. The underworld is always short on medical resources. They say that Dr. Vash made all his own medicine himself. You think I don't want to? I heard that he passed away. I should keep my voice down. Don't go telling anyone else about this next bit. I heard that Natasha had something to do with Dr. Vash's death. They say she was jealous that her brother had stolen her patients, so she... It's just something people were saying. I don't think Dr. Natasha could do something like that. Forget I said anything. Since Dr. Natasha sent you over specially, I'll do her a favor. I'll go to the clinic for my follow-up a little later. Bye for now.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to money issues. I should find another patient to talk to.
What was that? Oh, you'll have to be louder. My ears aren't what they used to be. Everything's muffled. Ah! A follow-up visit. Is that what you're asking about? Natasha's a wonderful girl. She always gives me a thorough checkup. But at this age, it's rather a lot to bear. Even if they could cure me. I'm sure I wouldn't be around for long. I don't want to waste anyone's time. Not for youngsters like yourself. When you get to my time of life, good health is a bit of a luxury, I'm afraid. My husband had the same illness as me, but he never touched the medicine. He wanted to make sure I had enough. Then, one day, he said he needed to take care of some things at the mine. He never came back. He was forever saying he wanted to go before I did. Ah, selfish old fool. I miss him. Now that he's gone, who cares how long I stick around? You don't give up easily, do you? Still. You're full of kind words. Okay, you win. It's off for another follow-up visit with Dr. Natasha, I suppose. Did you want to say something else? My ears are terrible. Virtual who? All right, I heard you. Do you have to shout? No, I've never heard of any mutual aid society.
Avoiding a follow-up visit due to her husband. I should...
Why haven't I gone for my follow-up visit? Are you a patient too, or did Dr. Natasha send you over? Who else would care about people like me? I don't need Dr. Natasha's help now. Tell her to save her worries and medicine for other people. A dispute? No. She's the only kind-hearted doctor in the underworld. I just don't really approve of her methods, that's all. Too idealistic and no real efficacy. She tries to save everyone, which means she can't save anyone. In the end, it's the patients who suffer, and she just tires herself out. Miners like me don't have time for lengthy treatments. If I can't take something and get right back to work, I may as well lie down and wait for death to come knocking. Did you, know Dr. Vash? His wonder medicine is cheap, and the results are immediate. You just need to, be willing to, take a little risk. Dr. Vash's medicine is different. Lots of people make a full recovery after taking it, but some get worse, and the unlucky ones check out early. Even knowing the risk, most people fight tooth and nail to get hold of the medicine. You know why? You're smarter than you look. When life forces you to the edge, You'll throw yourself at any opportunity, even if it means risking it all. For people like us, a slow and torturous treatment is the same as a death sentence. Forget it. Why am I telling you all this? Dr. Vash is dead anyway. What? Now you're interested in the wonder medicine? Listen up. The Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society is still selling that medicine. I can tell you where they trade, but there's a rule. You must not tell any of this to Dr. Natasha. You hear? If you break the rule, you'll face the consequences. Here, take this. It's the address. A final warning. Do not reveal this information to Natasha.
I know where to find the wonder medicine. What should I do next? That patient didn't want me to tell Natasha about this. Should I listen to him?
I wish you all a journey that is free of illness.
So the Mutual Aid Society found Vash's research results, and now they're selling this so-called wonder medicine to patients? Any organization doing something like this is interested in more than just mutual aid. I'm not surprised. They'll know that I'm completely against them using this wonder medicine. What Vash left behind is nothing more than reagents and experimental byproducts. The word medicine doesn't apply here. I warned the patients countless times, but seems like they had their heads in the sand all along. No wonder they kept the Mutual Aid Society a secret from me. Thank you. Those patients weren't exactly singing my praises. Thank you for having faith in me. If you're curious about Vash's wonder medicine, you should ask some of the patients in the clinic. See what they have to say about the effects.
The medicine Vash left behind? That stuff... Can you even call it medicine? I know Dr. Natasha's here, but I have to tell it like it is. Vash had zero medical ethics. He didn't deserve the title doctor. He may have had the capability, but he didn't use it to help anyone. Whenever I went to see him, he never even asked about my illness. He just prescribed me his so-called wonder medicine. If it were you, would you have taken that medicine?
Some people say that Dr. Vash was a saint who came from the overworld to people's doctor. That's just what people who've bought into the myth like to say. Vash used to distribute free medicine all the time, but he couldn't have cared less about the people taking the medicine. The hard truth is that we were just his test subjects. Of course, I can't control what anyone else thinks. That's just how I see it.
I wish you all a journey that is free of...
I still haven't worked out how to convey it to you. The issues surrounding Vash. My relationship with him. The things he's done in the underworld. It's a long story. I'm guessing you've heard a lot of different opinions on Vash. What do you make of him? I want you to go and visit another patient, a victim of the wonder medicine. I want you to see the real consequences of abusing that medicine. Once you've understood her situation, come back and tell me what you think. After that, I want to ask for your help again.
Who are you? Who? And who am I? Where's my husband? And where's my child? Where are they? You know where they are, right?
animals? Where? Where did they go?
Come over here, child. It's best to leave that poor lady in peace. Let me explain. That poor lady. Both her husband and child became ill and passed away. Oh, not terribly serious, but they needed to get treatment every now and then, which did impact their livelihood. In order to try and rid themselves of the ailment once and for all, they bought some kind of wonder medicine. Who would have thought their condition would deteriorate so rapidly after they began using it? The two began to suffer terribly, such that death then became a blessing. It wasn't long before they departed this world, one after the other. From that moment on, she became as you see her now. If Dr. Natasha hadn't taken her under her wing, well, it doesn't bear thinking about. And yet, what more could have been done? They were warned about the medicine. They were told about the risks. And they chose to roll the dice. Talking about it tires me out. At least my husband and I are able to help her where we can. I just hope that one day she can lead a normal life again.
Well, are you hurt? Did you speak to her? By the look on your face, I'm assuming you've come to understand the wonder medicine all too well. Be it Vash or the Mutual Aid Society, forces like that can take full advantage of the typical underworld state of mind. Let me tell you a story. There was once a brilliant overworld doctor with unmatched pharmaceutical skill. The doctor was set on developing a medicine that would steel the human body against the cold. He named his research project Blizzard Immunity. But his research met with obstruction time and time again, the biggest factor being a lack of test subjects. Tampering with the human immune system carries huge risk, and nobody in the overworld was willing to submit themselves to such experiments. As such, the doctor got in touch with his sister in the underworld, claiming that he wanted to support the medical effort below ground. Naturally, his sister was overjoyed. After all, as far as medicine was concerned, her brother had always been the standard she'd strive to attain. She brought her brother underground and entrusted him with her clinic and laboratory. I think you know what comes next. Issuing free medicine to the needy was just Vash's way of conducting experiments on his test subjects. On some level, his reagents were able to alleviate the patient's suffering, but nothing more. They would forget their pain for a while and neglect their regular treatment plans. The result? Patients with mild illness would attribute their recovery to the so-called wonder medicine. I cannot accept that their fate was simply the result of misfortune or risk. That's why I want you to help me recover all the wonder medicine. Thank you. This will be hard for the people that have come to rely on the wonder medicine. You mustn't hesitate. Recover every last reagent that Vash left behind. Go. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Stop right there. No one's allowed up ahead. Who are you trying to kid? You're that clinic woman's lackey. Did you think the Mutual Aid Society didn't have its own intel? She's after our medicine and sent you here to smash the place, right? Men, look lively and send this idiot packing already.
I've no interest in conflict.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
This is our chance.
Tough luck, Rennie.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Well, look who we have here. Your reputation precedes you, outsider. I didn't take you for a bandit and a thief. You listen here. I'm the president of the Complex Illness Mutual Aid Society. The medicine we hold here is lifeblood for many of our members. Are you sure you want to deprive them of that? Those poor patients. Along comes a life-saving wonder medicine only to be snatched away by a shameless bandit like you. The underworld is full of sickness. What would happen if we left it all to that clinic to treat? My Mutual Aid Society has relieved that doctor of patients at the end of the road. Shouldn't she be thanking me? Seems like you are quite bent on dismantling our operations, aren't you? Fine. Seeing as you came all this way, it'd be rude not to give you the opportunity. Men, seize the medicine thief!
The truth of life, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl!
Let's make it quick.
Time to twirl! Honored to meet... You're annoying!
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move.
The truth of life, the sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Blast it! What did we ever do to you? Why are you taking away our moneymaker?
Moneymaker? So you admit it then? You're not in this to save lives, you're in it to get rich.
What are you doing here? Oh, as if we didn't have enough trouble already.
Selling fake medicine with false kindness. You should have expected trouble to find you sooner or later. I have a responsibility to protect the well-being of my patients. Or to put it another way, I must eradicate any and all threats to them.
You can't save everyone. The underworld is teeming with sickness. How could you possibly pull it off?
You're right. I can't save everyone alone. But if I must, I would sacrifice food and sleep to treat them. The debt that Vash owes to the underworld rests with me. All I can do is help everyone to the best of my ability. To the very end.
So stubborn. In that sense, you're no different from your crazy brother.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Your actions today have saved many underworld families. I'll find a way to dispose of Vash's leftover reagents. Next time the Mutual Aid Society wants to whip up a quack cure, they'll be out of luck. Let's go back to town. I still owe those patients an explanation.
It's getting late. Where to now? It looks like the patients have surrounded Natasha. Let's hear what they're saying.
What are you saying, Doctor? The wonder medicine is out of supply?
Correct. That medicine is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wildfire has cut off the supply chain. Your ailments need rational, scientific treatment. Relying on pseudo-medicines will only worsen your condition.
Rational and scientific, huh? The way I see it, you're just jealous you lost your patients.
How dare you speak to Dr. Natasha like that? Where are your manners?
Ma'am, please think for a moment. How can you still be siding with her? That wonder medicine was working fine for us, and now it's gone because she wants it to be? How can she—
I understand your anger, but as your doctor, I ask you to trust my judgment. I will find a way to access more medical resources and help you through your struggles. If I must, I'll get help from the surface.
The surface? I almost forgot that you were an overworld big shot.
Have some respect for Dr. Natasha.
If it's respect she wants, she better find a replacement for the wonder medicine fast. If not, I'll tell everyone about how she set up Dr. Vash. I'm out of here.
I wish you all a journey that is free of...
Oh, you're here. I apologize. That must have made for uncomfortable viewing. I'm okay. If I were in his shoes, I may well have had the same reaction. Now I need to focus on treating the patients and dispelling their doubts. Let's leave it for now. I'll feel a lot better once I've gotten rid of this mess that Vash left us. Now's as good a time as any to tell you Vash's whole story. If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask. No, but I used to think we were so close that we may as well have been. I, actually grew up in the orphanage. It wasn't until I was adopted by an overworld family that life changed for me. My adoptive mother always saw me as her own flesh and blood. And Vash loved me like a sister. That is, while we were still young. My adoptive parents belonged to a prominent medical family. As kids, we were exposed to all kinds of medical texts. When we were older, both of us got straight into Belobog's medical school. He was gentle and introverted. Whenever I made a mistake in an experiment, he'd bite my head off. And then a while later, he'd apologize and comfort me. He was conflicted in that way. I didn't know he had leftover reagents in Rivet Town. I was shocked when you told me. If you fail to make a clean break with the past creeps up on you. That's a long story. Ever since he was little, Vash had always wanted to develop a medicine called blizzard immunity. He saw the human body's vulnerability to cold as a disease, and wanted to cure it so that humanity could survive the eternal freeze. If he succeeded, people would be able to leave Belobog and rebuild their homes in the snow plains. To be honest, I never understood how he'd achieve that blizzard immunity. But I do admire that vision and perseverance. I always chose to believe him. I knew his research in the overworld wasn't going well. But I was too young to know what long-term frustration could do to a person. It changed him in a terrible way. During his stay in the underworld, he met patients affected by fragmentum corrosion with mild symptoms. Compared with non-patients, their bodies reacted differently to hot and cold. And that fascinated Vash. He began to simulate mild fragmentum corrosion, thinking that it could lead to breakthroughs in developing blizzard immunity. Those reagents of his aren't cure-alls for critical illness. That doesn't exist. Vash made the reagents to mitigate the suffering of his patients in the short term. A convenient way for him to observe changes in his test subjects. behind my back. Indeed, when this was in the end, had his victims. Oleg and I, his figure. Let's call it a day.